thousands of men are struggling right now. They are feeling low about themselves. They are feeling unsure about the future and what they're going to be able to do. They have goals, they have ambitions, they have plans, but when they look in the mirror, they don't really believe in the man in front of them. But it's actually far easier than a lot of men think to start changing the way that you view yourself, to start leveling up your self-confidence. And it starts in the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. You see, when you start to do the things that you said you were going to do, you start to build a portfolio of evidence that suggests you are who you say you are. Where a lot of guys will make a big mistake is not doing the things that they said they were going to do, and subsequently feeling guilty about consistently falling short of their own expectations. Then what happens there is that they struggle to look at themselves as somebody that they can respect. And that has a ripple effect in their personal life, in their social life. It has an effect on their physical health. A guy that says he's going to go to the gym and then doesn't go again and again and again has repercussions in not just a mental way, it is a physical effect as well. And this can also affect relationships. You're so angry at yourself because you didn't do the things that you said you were going to do that you end up taking it out on your partner. Whether you know it or not, you can be colder. You can be more miserable. You can be increasingly frustrated when you are around the other person. And all of these things combine. And a lot of guys, including myself in the past, find themselves in the position where they don't believe in themselves. Their confidence is shot to pieces. The guy whose actions and words align doesn't experience this problem. He may have moments where he has to take a minute to figure out how he's going to deal with this next hurdle. Doing the things that you said you were going to do doesn't fix everything. But what it does do is it makes it a hell of a lot easier. As I said to you, when you start aligning your words and your actions, you start to believe in the man in the mirror. You take yourself more seriously. When you say, I'm going to get up at this time, I'm going to tidy my room, I'm going to get out the house, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to come back, I'm going to do some studying, or I'm going to work on my business, and then I'm going to do this and that and that. When you actually go away and do those things, there is a level of pride that you feel at the end of that day. There is a level of accomplishment that you feel. Because although you've not changed the world, what you have done is broken the loop whereby your words and actions don't align. And because of that, you feel good about yourself. Now, a guy who does that every single day of his life is always going to feel good about himself. Yes, there's going to be things that pop up. You're going to have obstacles that you didn't anticipate come into your daily life. And you are going to be sat there thinking, oh man, how do I deal with this? I thought I was going that way, but now I need to turn around and go a different way. We're still going in the same direction, but it's a diversion. There's still going to be diversions, even if you're a guy whose words and actions align. But you are going to be going in the same direction. You are going to be going for the same goal. When your words and your actions don't align clearly, everything is foggy. And sometimes you find yourself not just diverted, but going the other way, fighting against yourself. So I say to you guys, if you are struggling with confidence and you are struggling to look in the mirror and respect the man in front of you, which we have all had at one point or another, all of us, anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. What I would suggest is start at the very basic level, writing down a couple of things every single day that you want to do within that day. And without fail, getting it done. I don't want you to take it too far. I don't want you to write a list of 10 things, because the likelihood is that you're not going to get all 10. I want you to keep it nice and simple to start with, but I want you to focus on getting those tasks done, because at the end of the day, when it is all said and done, and you have ticked off the things that you wanted to do, you are going to feel good about yourself. But we don't need to try and run before we can walk. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to change themselves too quickly. I've had friends before that have been out of shape, and they've wanted to get into the gym. And I've told them at the very start, look, be gradual. Your body is not used to heavy weights. Your body is not used to heavy weights multiple times a week. Don't be going 5 times a week at the start. What I said to them was go twice, go 3 times. Maybe 4. But I would say for the first 3 or 4 weeks to these friends, go 2 or 3 times a week. Build up your resistance. Get your body used to lifting weights. Get your body used to the feeling. Because at the first instant, it's going to be in shock. Their biceps have never felt the feeling of a curl for multiple reps and multiple sets, multiple times a week. So naturally, they're going to need a time to adjust. They're going to need a time to get their body ready for such intense physical activity on a regular basis. But I have had friends who didn't take the advice. They went multiple times, more than they probably should have done. We're talking 5 times, maybe 6 times, because they just want to grind. They just want to change quickly. They think if they go more and they do more, I'm going to change quicker, right? No. No, because what happens is if you blow your load as such, and you do too much too early, you're going to be exhausted. And you haven't yet adjusted to the changes. And your body's screaming at you. If we move away from the gym environment, your mind can be screaming at you, I'm doing too much too quick. And you can frazzle your brain and find yourself all of a sudden going to the gym 0 times. Doing those habits 0 times. Because you tried to do too much. So those friends in particular, they now don't train. Because they went flat out from the very start and they didn't allow themselves to build gradually. And it's the same with you. Your confidence is not going to change overnight. I'm sorry, anyone that sells that to you is lying. But if you start every single day doing a couple of things that you said you were going to do, you're going to start building up your own portfolio. Your own portfolio of evidence that suggests you are the man who you say you are. And you might not notice it now, you might not notice it straight away, but after a while, when your actions and your words align, you feel better about yourself. You feel better about the man in the mirror. Other people are going to start noticing as well. They're going to say, wow, you really have been quite consistent with the gym. You know, you said you were going to go 2, 3 times a week, and you've been doing it now for 4 weeks. Well done, I can see you. You look slimmer in the face. Your body's looking nicer. Good job, man. And that's a good feeling. Now, obviously, the most important thing is how you feel about you. But we're human beings, we're social animals. So when other people point out how good we're doing, it is a good feeling. And it does help your confidence. But right now, like I've been many times in life, you're probably in a rut, and you need to start proving to yourself that you are who you say you are. And it's not going to be quick, it's not going to be easy. But if you are consistent and you do that exercise that I asked you to every single day, write down a couple of things that you want to get done that day, and you make sure by the end of the day you get it done, you're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling more confident. And gradually, you're going to start believing in yourself more. And you are going to be going in the right direction. O. Nightingale says that success is the pursuit of a worthy ideal. Not the rapid pursuit, not the sudden pursuit, just the pursuit. So, don't fall in love with the speed of the process. Quick success often burns quickly, often crumbles quickly. People that get great things in their life all of a sudden often don't know how to deal with them and lose them. Just concentrate yourself on doing small things every single day, consistently, and ensuring that you are going in the right direction. Don't worry about the speed. The consistency will take care of itself. A guy who's been, making videos on this platform, let's just say this, a guy that's been making YouTube videos for 10 years holds more respect in the eyes of the average viewer than the guy who's been doing it for a month. Yeah, the guy that's been doing it for a month may have been posting 7 videos a day, and the guy who's been doing it for 10 years maybe posts 3 videos a week. But there's a difference. Let's see if the guy doing 7 videos a week, 7 videos a day, is there in 6 months' time. The guy who's been doing it for 10 years, his work holds weight. So don't allow yourself to become distracted by the speed, the desire to do things quickly. You will find that you might see other people who seem to be progressing quicker than you, and everything seems to be perfect in their life. Often, though, they are the guys whose batteries will run out after a certain point. They are the guys who might not even be in the game in 6 months' time or a year's time. So long as you are doing the things that you said you were going to do and going in the right direction, progressing gradually, being a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday, I wouldn't worry about things. I would say you are on the right path. And success is on the horizon. Just focus on doing the things that you said you were going to do. And proving to the man in the mirror that he is who he says he is. I think if you start implementing this on a daily basis, that little exercise of just 2 or 3 things that you want to get done today, and you make sure you get it done, you're going to start feeling a hell of a lot better about yourself. And everything's going to change. Your posture, your relationships, your relationship with yourself, your physical health, how you look. It all changes when your words and your actions start to align. Anyway, guys, if you took some value from today's video, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new around here, and comment your thoughts down below. If you want to hop on a one-to-one call with me, feel free to click the link down below in the description. As always, guys, thank you for your time and your attention, and I'll see you in the next one.